Friendo Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw News Brief. We're going to try to keep this one brief today, Larson. What's the news?
So, following news earlier this week that Peacock had been making cuts to WWE content as it makes its way from the network over to the Peacock app, the Hollywood Reporter is reporting that, quote, according to sources familiar with the situation, the NBC Universal-owned streaming service is reviewing all 17,000 hours of WWE content to ensure it aligns with Peacock's standards and practices. WWE is also being made aware of any edits.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of wrestling to watch.
Mm-hmm.
I like me some pro wrestling. I don't know if I could sit in front of a TV for 8, 10, 12 hours a day watching wrestling, and 5 days, 5 to 6 days a week, and probably the better part of the next 5 months. Even that might drive me a little crazy.
I'd like to think that whoever they got to do this is fresh out of college, maybe film production. Call them up. Hey, you want an entry-level job? Sure. What does it entail? Sifting through 17,000 hours of content to see if it aligns with our standards and practices. What's the content? Professional wrestling. Oh, the fake stuff? That's what people always say. What do you do for a living? I have a podcast talk about pro wrestling. Oh, fake stuff? It's scripted.
Scripted, choreographed. They're taking real bumps. Usually when someone's bleeding, it's real blood.
What's a bump? Anyways, meanwhile, Cultaholic is reporting that international viewers are seeing the same edits on their version of the WWE Network. Larson, you checked this morning, right? What's going on with that?
Yeah, so I checked on the U.S. version. This is the WWE Network, not Peacock. I haven't even bothered with Peacock watching wrestling on there yet. This is just
I don't have a choice anymore. They kicked me off the network.
Really?
Yeah, it all lines up with what your payment schedule is.
Oh, gotcha. So I checked this morning because I read this from Cultaholic. I just checked out WrestleMania 6, and on the chapter selection, all the stuff with Piper, his promo, Bad News Brown, the match itself is on the chapter selection, but you click that chapter and it skips ahead. So I go and I scroll through the show itself, gone.
Wow.
Gone. So I don't know. This is speculation on my part that WWE might be making the cuts on the network too. I mean, this is kind of far-fetched, but so people don't get VPNs and from the States to watch unedited shows on international version of the network. Because this stuff has been on the network since the beginning.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know why they would do that. I mean, that's I would think that the number of people who are actually going to get VPNs to watch the network internationally.
Small. I said it's a far-fetched idea. It's far-fetched.
No, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, maybe, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe they're just, maybe the more extreme stuff. I don't know if they're going to be lining this up with what Peacock is doing. Like, we'll need a bigger sample size,
exactly.
I suppose.
Exactly.
What would be an absolute tragedy is if they truncated their own archive of videos to match up with what Peacock has in the States, to match it up with what the WWE Network offers internationally. If they wanted to line those things up, which it's entirely possible that well, I don't know. I was going to say maybe contractually WWE wouldn't be allowed to offer more content internationally than they do via in the United States for the Peacock deal. But
I don't know. I mean, the idea is that there's licensing footage.
Yeah, I know,
Peacock.
right? I know. Yeah.
So they're not selling the content. They're actually selling the tape libraries. They're just licensing out. So you wouldn't think
they would.
But again, maybe it's a situation where they're trying to make the value proposition equal across the board. Again, so maybe could be the VPN thing. Far-fetched, I know. I don't know. Maybe they're gonna line it across the board. Who knows?
It could be this. I wonder if it'd be a better selling point to potential international licensors to say, hey, we have this library, and because we want to offer something that won't have hidden content that your service would deem offensive or out of line with your own standards and practices.
It's already been done. Yeah.
It lines up with Peacock's, which is, obviously a pretty big deal.
And I guess also from the aspect of migrating all the content over, if it's already been at least put through Peacock standards and practices, and then that would be to international partners looking to sell or license to other streaming services. They can say, well, that's already been done.
Yeah.
All we got to do is bring it all over.
I mean, the big question now is, it's going to be fascinating to find out, because this stuff always happens on the user end, and then it gets, then social media gets a hold of it. Mm-hmm. What cuts are going to be made? Like, how deep are they going to go? Are they going to get rid of the DX Nation of Domination promo? Are they that's you'd think that would surely go. What are they going to do away with? Like, how deep are they going to get with this stuff? Be kind of curious. I mean, are bra and panty matches in general going to be cut? Don't know. Have no idea.
Don't know.
That's what we're going to find out soon enough.
Through the months, we should start learning these things.
Another thing we're going to learn is where Andrade El Idolo is going to be wrestling back on Monday, following the news that Andrade had been granted his release by WWE. Dave Meltzer reported that he didn't have a 90-day no-compete clause. Today, Andrade confirmed that was the case. He tweeted this: "Start my new goals, and we are in talks, no waiting for 90 days. Of course, with Andrade now a free agent, speculation is rampant about where he might end up and if Thea Trinidad might join him. In the latest Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer says that if Andrade and Thea do have a reunion, it won't be in All Elite Wrestling. He says this: "The obvious choice would be reuniting Andrade and Thea Trinidad in AEW, which people have speculated about, but that won't happen, at least right now. Trinidad has signed a deal. We don't know with who, or even that it's with a wrestling promotion, but the deal she signed would not allow her to work for another wrestling company, and it was not with AEW. It was a somewhat short-term thing, and the door wasn't shut on her eventually working with AEW, but it won't be anytime imminently." Baseless speculation. She has signed with a rebooted American Gladiators.
Interesting.
Dun, 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 dun,
I mean, have you heard any rumblings of a new American Gladiators?
No, I just seen commercials for vintage American Gladiators on Pluto TV. I think they rebooted it like a couple of years ago.
They did. They rebooted a few.
I don't think it really went anywhere.
It didn't. It didn't go anywhere.
Big jack dudes, big jack ladies, blasting tennis balls at normies.
See, I didn't watch the reboot, but I used to watch the original all the time, and it was great fun.
You'd get like CPAs out there, just regular dudes and gals, like just getting killed with tennis balls.
Remember that one where you had to go run? There was like these barrels. You have to go and run and put the balls in there.
Oh, yeah.
And people just get tackled and checked all over the place.
They'd get tackled, but sometimes them big dudes weren't the most maneuverable. So they'd get like their ankles broke.
Agile. Yeah, they would.
Get their
some
ankles
people
broke.
would just get T-boned trying to get that ball in there.
Oh, yeah. They'd get murdered. It was awesome.
Got laid out.
Oh, man.
Anyways, yeah, I mean, if we're talking baseless speculation, I don't know. Don't know.
I mean, the thing is, these days, the way AEW and Impact work and New Japan, they all work with each other for the most part. I mean, that's starting, and it's been going for a little while. And Kenny Omega is going to be on Impact pay-per-view soon, and then on Impact Television. I mean, I don't know. I have no idea where this could be.
You know what I do appreciate, though, is I really do appreciate Andrade's transparency through this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's like, yep, no 90-day no compete clause. That's great. I love that.
I know.
I love
awesome.
that.
I know. This is great news straight from the source. And then also he's polling his fans as to whether Mascara, oh no Mascara, Sin Mascara, oh con Mascara. I didn't see, he didn't put up like an official poll, but he was getting ideas from people. I said con Mascara por la entrada, pero sin Mascara por la combate. Yes for the entrance, no for the matches.
It's good.
See,
That's good.
that was I put that in his comments.
Good.
Anyways, it's usually the time on Friday when Steve reviews NXT UK, but I got too much shit going on to do that now. I might do it sometime this weekend at our Instagram account at Steve and Larson. Maybe I'll do like an IGTV
there you go.
watch along or something like that with
sounds like
NXT UK. I'm looking forward to Sam Gradwell versus Soviet Baby.
Yeah,
Ilya
I saw
Dragunov.
a couple little clips from that on Twitter.
I get the feeling it's going to be a brutal match.
It looked that way.
And Gradwell's probably going to come out on the losing end, but
You'd think so.
I'll wait to make my judgment on what my eyes see.
There you go. So let's fast forward then straight to our SmackDown preview. Here it is. Kevin Owens welcomes Sami Zayn to the KO show. That's the only thing on WWE.com. It's the only thing on their Twitter. It's the only thing.
And
they're running the show right now.
And you're going to be welcoming the Enforcer to the show tonight because, again, Steve's got a lot going on. But this is it. Hey, congratulations to my wife, Lacey.
Yes.
She's quitting her job. Today's her last day. That's why I'm not going to be there tonight. Also, we have a giant dog coming to my house, and so I got to manage all that stuff. But no, once Lacey's back, you're going to get more Steve, but better Steve. And this Sunday at youtube.com/Friendoville, talk about better Steve. This is my magnum opus, Larson. This is my Citizen Kane. Steve books WrestleMania 1, WWE 2K19, me on commentary, no webcam. We've got some actual commercials from 1985 redubbed with my commentary.
Oh, goodness.
This is awesome. I am very proud of this. It's an hour long, and it's premiering 8 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern on Sunday morning there at the Friendoville channel.
There you go.
So check that out. I've got a bunch of other content. I did my expose on Wrestling News Now's Becky Lynch being fired story.
Also, programming note, assuming my computer situation holds steady, I will be trying to do the movie watch along Sunday night.
Are you just trying to get out of your punishment watching General Commander?
No.
Is that why you claim to have dumped wine all over your computer?
It was a small amount of wine, but given all the fluids that have been dumped on that thing over the last year, apparently it's had enough.
Okay, I'm not watching this General Commander.
We're gonna do some tests when we do our GTA stream later, whether this laptop is up to the task of streaming anything. So we'll see.
All right. Well, there you go. And there you have it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate it. Hey, give us that thumbs up if you think we deserve it, and hit that subscribe button if you want more of our content, if you want to know when we go live, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
It's a little tiny screwdriver. Help support Going In Raw today by becoming a Friendo Club TV member. You'll get access to new bonus episodes every week, including Friendo Club Arcade, Live Power Rank, Vintage 10 for the Wins, and Ask Steve and Larson. Get access to Friendo Club TV today by becoming a $5 and up patron at patreon.com/Steve and Larson, by throwing us a sub at twitch.tv/Steve and Larson, or by clicking join at youtube.com/Steve and Larson.